Welcome to episode 1 of podcast Blueprint of the Mind. Most people remember childhood as a sequence of emotions. I remember it as patterns. Not feelings but structures. Not stories but systems. Not chaos but data points waiting to be connected. This is the first thing worth understanding about how my mind works today. Its architecture didn't emerge in adulthood. It was already visible when I was 7, 8, 10 years old. Some children collect toys. I collected patterns, cause-effect chains, behavioural loops, micro-inconsistencies in human reactions, spatial relationships, timing sequences. Before I understood language well, I was already mapping how things behaved. I didn't learn system thinking later. I recognized it early, the way some children instantly read music or see shapes in numbers. For me, the world was always a structure. My childhood home wasn't a story of tragedy or inspiration. It was a complex environment generating constant input. People, moods, unpredictability, responsibility. For most children, these are overwhelming. For me, they were variables. I didn't escape into fantasy. I escaped into analysis. I watched, I predicted, I built mental models of what would happen next. Not because I wanted to, but because my brain naturally optimized for coherence. What others saw as coping mechanism, I now understand as the early stages of architectural reasoning. Every child develops strategies. Mine were simply different. Instead of emotion reaction, I had input, processing, structured response. I learned to scan entire situation. I learned to map power dynamics. I learned to anticipate. Not out of fear, but because my brain always treated uncertainty as a puzzle to solve. Today, I call this system thinking. As a child, it was simply the only way my mind knew how to function. My father introduced one crucial component: precision. Not discipline, not pressure, just clarity. When he did something, it was done properly, or not at all. That wasn't a rule, it was a pattern. And patterns are things my brain absorbs instantly. So where the architecture forming in childhood gained a new layer. Clean execution, responsibility, no shortcuts, no sloppiness. It didn't make me better, it made my internal logic sharper. Looking back, the structure is obvious. Pattern recognition, predictive modeling, high-resolution observation, precision input from my father, a mind that organizes complexity instead of drowning it. Most people develop skills, some develop talents, but a few are simply designed differently from the beginning. My adult ability to build architectures, fast, clean, multi-layered, is not something life taught me. Life only refined what was already there. The architecture existed first. Experience simply filled it with data. This episode is not nostalgia, it's context. Because for understand the blueprint of a mind, you need to see where the structure began. Not in pain, not in trauma, but in the quiet, consistent logic of a brain that was built for systems from the start. This is the foundation. In the next episode, we will move into the years when the architecture began to accelerate. When raw cognitive patterns turn into deliberate, strategic thinking. This is the blueprint of a mind, generated by Archestral Studio.